and I'm gonna do the review of Big Boss season 19, episode 18. Okay, so I think today it was all about backbenchers and what backbenchers have views and whatever their thoughts are. So I think that's what was the episode all about, and that is what we guys have to just see. I'll just check an audio in between for once, and we will start the review. So I think as we go by each day by episode, what we have been able to figure out is that people's personality is revealing a lot more. We don't have to see outside reels, we don't have to wait for outside information to come. But inside the show, you get so much of information that you can decide who is doing good, who is doing bad, who is doing worst. मतलब every like you can decide on everything, yeah. मतलब every aspect can be decided so easy. Like I just feel that because I've been literally seeing that one second, guys. I think I just clicked on something wrong. Huh. I've been literally seeing, huh. Yeah. So I've been literally seeing that everybody's personality is so different. But I think the season will do good. But the reason is that because everybody is an individual player. Basir is an individual player. Tanya is an individual player. Zishan is an individual player. Amal has his own mind. Nihal thinks in a different tangent. Farhana thinks very different. Bajaj thinks very different. Aves and their gang thinks very different because they are a sequence, because they are not individually thinking. Ashnur thinks very different. And who else? Whoever is left, I'm just seeing that people are thinking very different, and that's gonna add more value. Okay, so let's start our review for today, guys. The backbenchers and their backyard. So I always think, it's not that only the backbenchers are funny. I think the front row guys are as funny as hell, because backbenchers are the ones who sit behind and make fun, but front row guys are the ones who sit in front and make fun. So let's talk about the coaching center. There's an important task. This was brought out to us today because they wanted to do the ration element. So this task was not done out of any perspective. This task was done for ration. Ration has to be given, and Big Boss has just changed the concept of giving ration in a very different way. First, there was a hardcore task to be done, but this time there are so many girls, and there is Kunickaa ji who's elderly. There's Ishan who's elderly. That's why I think somewhere they're doing a soft ration card task. Now the first what I saw is Zishan. Zishan training. Matlab he was told that he has to speak into certain character and handle and matlab teach whatever his piece is. I think it was absolutely fun, yaar. What Zishan, see, Zishan is a person that I used to not like, but Zishan's character is improving each day as we grow, because his personality is getting softer. He is gonna lose his cool. He is gonna do his shit. But see his pieces, his BRE piece was so fun, with fun banter. He could pull out on so many people, and he had his own element of his conversation, and actually had fun. And it was very soothing for me to hear. Normally, it is very irritating when you get into that tone and all that. But I think this was more fun. Zishan did a great job. Best thing is when he said, Konika, like आप झुंड में आपको हमेशा लोगों की जरूरत पड़ती है, or he normally said that you need people around and all that, and you are trying to play in a group. So I think she said that शेरनी हमेशा अकेले ही खेलती है, मतलब Lioness always plays alone, or she doesn't need the group, or she doesn't attack in a group. One is that. Then he went to Tanya. He said that you are the one who always says sorry, sorry, बोल के. So she is the one who normally says too many sorries, and saying sorry, she's actually spoiled 2 weeks of boys' time, because she's gone to all the boys saying that, Arey, I'm sorry, Arey, this has happened, guys, please help me, this and that. She's gone to Zishan, she's gone to Amal, she's gone to Basir, she's gone to Gaurav, she's gone to all the boys. Yeah. I think now only Shehbaz. I think Shehbaz also she went, whereas she couldn't remember who Shehbaz is, but she went to Shehbaz as well. Okay. Now, apart from that, I think then he spoke about Aves. Aves is a contestant who is doing backlog homework. From 2 weeks, he's doing homework. And when he said that, it was fun. I felt it was very fun. But Aves felt it. Aves got offended. He said he said that you are trying to set a narrative about me. Arey Aves, at least he's trying to set a narrative, which I don't think he was. But Aves, you're doing nothing in this show, bro. I want to tell Aves very clearly. You got a girlfriend, that is Nagma, pretty girl, nice girl. But what are you all guys doing in this show, always? You're gonna leave her outside the house. because she's gonna go this week, or if not this week, next week for sure. So Nagma is gonna be sent home, and Aves is gonna drop her to the gate. This is what you have come here to do, because you are the first Jodi that is come, and I think you'll be the first Jodi that went out in the first week only. Your Jodi is gonna break. If not the first week, out of respect, then the second week for sure. Apart from that, is you are saying that he's setting narrative. What are you doing, always? You're doing nothing in this show. You are having a no show. You're a dancer. There's a morning song that gets played every time. You're not to be seen dancing, whether you're doing a little dance here and there. Initially, you know what? Everybody used to come on the main whatever that garden, and people used to dance there, and there were people's funny steps you get to see. Now no one is dancing. People are awake before Big Boss's Ganti, but no one is dancing. Why have they put a music needs license? Aves doesn't know this. I'm an events guy. I know every music that is played needs to be licensed, and for license there's a great amount of money that is being spent, and for the great amount of money that is being spent, you have to show dance, bro. What are Aves doing? So he's having a no show, then he's having that, someone is trying to set a narrative. At least you set your own narrative. Forget about anybody else. You set your own narrative. You are playing with a manbuddhi guy, and then you are telling him play this way or that way, or he is screwing your happiness, and still you are saying that he's my guy. He thinks about us, but he screws us also. He doesn't listen to us also. He will do opposite to what you say. So you are looking stupid, because as a saying goes, it's better to have a smart enemy than a dumb friend. And I think you're doing opposite. In fact, you're being as dumb as him at times, yeah. But today your comedy timing was good. I think both the times when you spoke was fun. When I think when you said about maturity level of Ashnur and Abhishek is same. I agree. I 100% agree. See, Bajaj as a baby child. Oh, sorry, as a brain of a child. So he's anyways 21 or 19 or less than that, 15 also. And Ashnur is anyways 21. So I think, yeah, I think you rightly said they are both maturity is as bad as you can say. I agree to that. And I think I also agree to the fact that you had a very valid point on Bajaj. You said about the protein. Yeah, I think Bajaj is the one who's eating too much of protein, and that is affecting his head. That also I agree, because yes, I do agree Bajaj is eating too much of protein because it is affecting his head. And I also love the point that you saw something. I don't know. I have not seen it. You had a point where you were telling Bajaj that Basir was trying to motivate you, and this is what I like. So you're going to speak when things go bad for you. You're going to speak when things are worst for you. But if you see good, you're going to appreciate that. I appreciate that when you said. But what your friend said, "Arey yaar, he was trying to be a boss in this and don't teach me this, that, and bullshit." All your effort to tell him something was put to lost. And then you're sitting with Praneeth and he's also laughing on it. Praneeth is also having a no show. So, Aves, I think something is wrong with you, because your girlfriend is having a no show in this show, no POVs, nothing. Like Natalia can't understand the language. Nagma to can understand the language, but what she did after getting nominated, she just said that one line to Bajaj that Bel Buddhi is there associating with your surname Bajaj. Wow, that is the only thing Nagma did, and I remember. So Nagma might be pretty, but I would rather see her in the reel, not on the show. Someone very appreciative contestant can get an opportunity. So I think Nagma is going. I have predicted this 1 week back, and as I know that of lately, Basira has proposed Natalia that he started liking her and all that. If that has happened and Big Boss guys have seen, then I think this is the week for Nagma. Bye Nagma. See you on Reels with the 9 million followers who are still trying to search you in the house. So Nagma, thank you. It was good to see you here, but I don't think this is the show for you. And I think Aves Darbar's younger brother has delivered a baby. So I think you need to have Gaur. That is more important than you being participating in this show, because good clothes and a pretty face is not going to take you anywhere. Yeah. Nagma, I think Aves will also not be with you after this year, because you're so thanda, or your both guys are very thanda. Yeah. Okay. Now let's come to the second piece. Natalia's coaching center was all about speaking in Hindi and teaching people Hindi, and I think it was very fun. Yeah, she had the presence of mind to do one, two, three, four, five, six in a different way, and it was so freaking fun. Her way to pull people, her way to pat people, it was fun. Smaller element, smaller segment. I was not expecting a lot from Nagma. Oh, sorry, Natalia, but she did a great job. At least she's been called to do tasks. Nagma is not even called to do tasks. That is the difference, guys. So I think Natalia did fairly very good. I think Farhana also, when she was told to speak about pyar, I think she wouldn't have much to say, but she did speak a lot. Ye kitchen wala pyar, ye this is kitchen's love, this is hated love, this is group love, this is gang love, this is individual love, this is thoughtful love, this is no brain love, or dumbass love. I think all that she said in Hindi was great fun. So Farhana's was also decent. Wasn't expecting great from her, but her coaching center was decent. Then I think eventually Zishan set the standard so high, and then Natalia did better, Farhana did better, and then Gaurav dragged it down. Gaurav had a piece of doing kitchen. He could have taken elements and said this, like this person is the mirchi, this is the kaddu, and all of that. But what Gaurav did, he was all about Kunickaa. Obviously, I also want to agree that Kunickaa might have triggered him. But you know what is happening with Gaurav? As we normally say, Nihal always targets Bajaj, as we say, or Bajaj always targets Nihal. I think the same thing is happening with Gaurav. He is behind Konikaa's happiness. He is behind Konikaa's happiness. I just want to say, if my mother was on this show and she would have behaved like Konika, I'm just saying, if she would have behaved like Konika, I would wanted some decency to be maintained with her. She is a 61-year, you're a 35, 40-year-old man. There would be a difference of opinion. But then you know what? Gaurav is losing it every point of time. I think Gaurav is going below, is setting the lowest standards each possible time. And what I want to say is that Gaurav can handle Konika in a much better way. Why is he doing that? What is Gaurav doing? He's behind Konika from the first day to now. After that Dhalwala incident happened, and when he didn't support Konika, then he gets personal. Then he's goes overboard also, he gets arrogant also, and he goes into showing all that, she is that sabji which is this, and then throwing that sabji. It was very ridiculous. I'll be very honest, it was ridiculous to me, because a 61-year-old might have a conversation difference from a 40-year-old, and that would be from a 20-year-old. If my mother was on this show, I'm just saying, if my mother, or if my auntie or my cousin auntie or something, and an elderly lady would have been in the show, there would have been different ways to handle her. You sit, talk to her, make her understand. Basir is handling it very differently. When he gets angry, also there is a different way, different approach. But Gaurav and the gang, Gaurav, Mridul, these people are pouncing on her like anything. And that is why she's getting to she's getting so much of hate that she's giving so much of hate. I feel that. Somewhere this is my logic behind Gaurav and Konika's transaction. See, Konika ji is like a mother. She taunts, this thing, and she doesn't like Gaurav at all. I think this is very clear. She specified in every freaking word that she could, that if I want to tell a girl I love you, I would try to explain her I love you in 100 possible ways. I think Konika ji has said I hate you in 100 possible ways to Gaurav, and I think just Gaurav is going overboard, because I think his segment could have been fun because he's getting an opportunity to show his segment, but Gaurav is taking it down. And with Gaurav, shit, with Gaurav, we had Abhishek sequence, and he was giving PT, and this Pappu trainer doesn't know physical training, because he could have done some exercise and said, Kunika ji, your head pains, you should do this. Tanya, you cry a lot, do this exercise. Gaurav, you try to pin a lot, then do this exercise. Basir, you're always right, and do this exercise. Zishan bhai, you need to grow your height, do this exercise. Ashur is so elegant, do this exercise. Farhana is so abusive that she has to do a mother shut up mouth wala exercise. That would have been more fun. But what this fellow did, he was yelling, he was shouting, he did whatever his segment was, and it was bullshit. Yeah, it is. Why are we even giving segment to Bajaj? Is Bajaj's father or mother or someone such influential people that they are giving segment to Bajaj? Because it is very irritating, guys. Like my hair look is looking so bad. That's the way I feel for Bajaj also. He is. Why are we having Bajaj? Yeah, there could be something better. Someone else can do a better segment than Bajaj is doing. Yeah. So I want to say that. And then I think his logic was negative with positive, positive plus negative plus positive, negative positive negative. Arey, be positive, you shut your positive. Yeah. I want to say it was so irritating. I don't know, not even making logic. And worst, when Basir was trying positively tell you something, he's getting angry, he's losing his shit, and he's saying, Arey, no, he's trying to be boss and this, that, you don't try to teach me. Arey, no one should teach you, then who will you learn from? You're learning from teaching a 21-year-old girl. I always said it very right today that Bajaj was maturity is of a child. I think their maturity is same. I think that was always best comedy timing. Now, because we are saying about comedy, let's talk about the comedian in that. Pranit. And better than Pranit, Amal is doing comedy and one-liners. Zishan Bhai is doing a lot of better comedy. Mridul is doing a lot of better comedy. Aviz is also today did better comedy than Pranit. And Shaban is doing more comedy than Praneeth. I think Praneeth had wanted to become Vakil. He became comedian because I think Vakil to become advocate, not sorry, Vakil. To become an advocate, you need to spend money, and Praneeth then wanted to spend money. Array, and worst. First, he's not able to make comedy comments. He's not able to have opinions. And most of the time, Pranit is always saying, I want to be fair. Then when Basir said that this work was not done, he said that, no, we have decided to do alternately. Why are you not telling Zishan Bhai? But he's telling you, na, so you and you go to talk to Zishan Bhai, get the work done. You're not doing your work. And when he's telling you, what are you doing, Pranit? You're arguing. And you're saying that, too, why are you trying to do this? Me, I know, I understand. Or he's telling you to do your work and you're telling he's targeting you. Why would he target you? Yeah? You're having a no show. Why would he uh, have a conversation with you and give you some piece of content here? And I think Pranit is absolutely doing stupid work because his comedy is not doing good. He is having no shows in the day. He is trying to be Vakil, the advocate, with whereas wherein he's telling Gaurav, don't say things she's getting on her to get triggered. Kunika ji, don't talk about her mother. Who the fuck are you to say, yaar? Praneeth, why are you even saying that? And apart from that, when you have been given a work and it is a 5 days work, you first give an example, the Zishan Bhai, and we decided so and so. Zishan Bhai, when Basir said, Ki Zishan Bhai, you have to do, he started doing. Why are you not doing? But like Zishan Bhai looked like a jhadu wala, yaar. I wouldn't lie, but he did look like a jhadu wala. But what are you doing? I didn't understand, yaar. Matlab, Praneeth, matlab, what are you doing? Matlab, I really want to say, you're like you. I think your guys' pillar is Aves, and I think people around Aves becomes Thanda. Nagma is Thanda, Praneeth is Thanda. Matlab, Nathale is having more content. She's at least having two guys fall in love with her. Yeah? Maybe she's talking less or she's talking nothing at all. But I've heard that Basir has proposed her, and if Basir has proposed her, Nagma, it's the time to say bye, bye, bye. If Basir has actually said that, yeah, then yeah. So let's come to the smaller little fights that we saw. One is that Konika ji said something to Tanya, and Tanya came out, and Tanya was sitting in one of the place, and when Neelam was passing by, Tanya shouted and said something to Neelam, and Neelam got triggered. And when Neelam got triggered, she showed her she showed her her place, wherever she was sitting. She actually showed her the place, and I liked Neelam. Neelam is a soft-hearted, nice girl from UP. There is only love for Neelam because she's doing absolutely good. Yeah. Sometimes we think that, she's come from a Gao, but she is pure heart. She's not like Mridul. She's not talking, showing that I've done this, I've done that. She's not doing anything like that. She is pure heart, and it is so fun to see Neelam. And today she showed Tanya her step. She normally said sorry after that. This is what she normally does, but she did have the courage. She's gonna improve her presence in the show. And I'm telling you, she's not gonna go in the top five. I normally thought Neelam will be the one who will go out. The first top five people to go out, Neelam would be part of it, but I don't think Neelam will be part of it. Neelam will survive in the top 10, and this is for sure because Neelam is doing good for me, according to me. Now then there was this fight about Farhana and Ashnur. Farhana wanted to clear that why is Ashnur saying that you have a bad heart, you wanted to make a relationship ship and all that. And Farhana was just having a conversation. Bajaj stepped in and then the conversation got dirty, worse and ugly. And then Farhana spoke her shit and she didn't want to listen to Ashnur because Ashnur is also yelling. Ashnur is not ready to listen. Ashnur has decided that Farhana is wrong. Bajaj has decided Farhana is wrong. And Farhana has also decided these guys are stupid as hell, and that is what is happening. And this was a small fight, so let's put it into this fight. But I think Farhana and Ashnur both were not right. Both are the vamp of the show, I feel, because with Bajaj, I think these two also people can become the vamp of the show. Apart from that, I want to talk about this fight, Mridul and Shehbaz. These guys were having a lot of fun. Like a lot of people have seen in the 24 hours live, these guys were fooling, sitting together and having a lot of fun. But what happened is that something got triggered to Mridul, and then he showed his action, reaction. He wanted to become Elvis by, and he said, whatever, phad dunga, whatever. He tried to behave like Elvis, I felt. And I think it is absolutely bullshit on Mridul's part. If he got offended, he could have just discussed. He started arguing, getting into fight, showing his aggression. And whereas Shaban has always been chill, yeah. I will take a stand on Shaban. See, he's fooling around, he's saying something, but he's not trying to hurt anybody. He's having fun, bro. And fun in a way where I think he's giving me a little essence of his sister, Shehnaz Gill. She was also like this. She became weird as hell later, but she was fun. And I think Shaban is also fun and he's doing better comedy than Praneeth here. So I think that fight I thought was fake, but I think good thing they sorted it out. Shaban had a very nice thing, a very nice point, which even Mridul agreed that if we fight today, our audience will fight and it's gonna get dirty outside. So why are we fighting? And he had a very valid point that yeah, I was fooling, but when he said something, he again asked, "Are you serious? Are you doing this?" And he said, "Yeah, yeah. If you don't like my joke, this and that." And Mridul started the fight, and Shaban went on, and Shaban did say that, "Arey, you're such small that you're my one hand ka person, this and that." But I think Shaban, I didn't think he was wrong. He did might have foolingly crossed a line, but I think Mridul also does that, and Mridul also agreed that we were having fun, and when we were having fun, he felt something bad. He should have sat down to Shaban and said it. He directly reacted, "Don't tell me like this," and he said, "Don't show me a finger like that," and that is where the fight evolved and triggered. Now I want to tell that when Mridul had his fight and he came to the bed, Gaurav is telling, "Bro, tell him, you can tell him, you guys can tell him." I think Gaurav is trying to put pin. Gaurav's identity is to put pin here. He's trying to put pin to people, and he wants to see people fight. And what happened when people resolved the fight later in the day? He's saying out of respect and this that, mitti pa do and become friends again. Yesterday night you were saying put your point, and now you're telling mitti pa do when Basir tried to sort that matter. Basir is playing good. Basir is absolutely playing good. He's gonna make people fall in love. He's gonna break up with them. He's gonna make other people fall in love. I think Basir is planning things for outside the house. Huh? I'll be very honest, I wouldn't lie. His game is good, but his game is also around women, and he's planning, that connection outside the house. That is what he's planning inside the house because he's saying when there's no content to give, he wants to get this content for outside. He's planning 90 days to fun his year. After the remaining 9 months or 10 months or 1 year of fun, he needs this set of audience, and this is where he's gonna get into whatever physical or whatever relationship he wants to be in. He's gonna get that. So then Basir is doing that. But apart from that, his point was very valid. Pointing out to Praneeth was right because he is the captain in the house, and I think it was logically to tell him straight. And when he said to Praneeth, he said it to this fellow also, and I don't think it was wrong. And then he and Amal spoke about Nihal and this thing. He has a wise opinion on them. And I want to say that why wise? Because even Amal has been feeling that. Zishan Bhai is also feeling that. When your group people feel that you are getting negative, I think that's when you are actually getting negative. I don't know Nihal. Other than Bajaj, she's giving no content. If she wants to stand for right and wrong, she has to stand for every right and wrong, which doesn't involve Bajaj also. But most of the time, whenever she's taking a stand, it is against Bajaj. So I think that is why Nihal is falling flat. I think there are two people who are like this. Nihal taking stand against Bajaj and Gaurav taking stand against Kunickaa ji. This is very common amongst people. I think the Shairi piece was must. It was not the best, but it was must because there was no content in the house. So I think Tanya started with her emotional love, and then Shaban started with his masti and Shairi, and then people started singing Shairi. It was so fun, and Shaban did some one two good Shairis as well, and it was actually fun. Yeah, Tanya is missing her boyfriend, who is a Vidata or what Vidata. He's a minister or something, and if he's a minister, he's not gonna come in this show. But if he's not a minister, he's gonna come in this show, and that's when it's gonna be fun because Vidata or yeah, Adata, I think Tanya is missing her boyfriend, and the boyfriend is gonna make a wildcard entry. I think there are gonna be two wildcard entries. I think two girls gonna go out of the house, but I heard recently because I saw a reel on Threads where it said that Basir has proposed to, said that he likes Natalia because he's saying that. I think there will be two wildcard entries, but one person going out of the house. So I think that's gonna happen. Nagma, I would love to see you with your Banja or Banji or Pupa or Pupi because you are not to be seen in this show. I loved your reels because I didn't see them because I didn't see your reels the same way I didn't see you in the house. You might be very pretty, well-mannered girl, but I think this is not the place for you. I think the reality show is only not for you. So next time, please do not go to any other reality show. You're gonna waste your time and money here. And I think the amount they're paying you as Jodi, I think that needs to be cut off here. I think for a good reason, yes. Amal has become a judge. He today judged Nihal and that other people. Normally, Amal is the one who's doing Amal Kamal, or he's becoming Malamal because sometimes he's just judging Basir, sometimes he's judging Kunickaa ji, sometimes he's judging Tanya, but he's giving some very, very valid points to Tanya that do not go next to Kunickaa ji, and if you go to Kunickaa ji, give her tit for tat. Do not become soft. Do not tell her teach me something, which I think was absolutely right. He went to Kunickaa ji, he said sorry because he listened to her. Amal gets triggered, he gets emotional, and then he becomes emotional fool. But apart from that, when he's not emotional fool, he becomes sensible. So I think Amal has a great opportunity to win the show. I think currently he's also, I think but Amal is doing some stupidity of lately, which I never thought he would do. But he is having a right judgment of people when he's sitting. But when he gets into the fight, his judgment changes because he's trying to take a stand, which is not at all right. So for Amal, if he wants to do Damal or become Malamal, he needs to shut his mouth when it is not required. I think that was it. Now I want to tell you something about Tanya. So Tanya's fan, please comment, like, share, subscribe. This is about Tanya. Tanya is freaking so rich. Tanya has elevator in her kitchen. Tanya's wardrobe is bigger than this house. She has 150 bodyguards. I'm just saying, if she has 150 bodyguards, if she's paying 10,000 per bodyguard, then I think she's paying 15 lakhs a month. Now, when she's paying 15 lakhs a month, and today the Flipkart Big Billion Day sale was about denim. When today Flipkart Big Billion sale was about denim, when everybody ran, Tanya doesn't wear denim, right? So why did Tanya went there for bags? And that bag would have costed what? 5 grand, 10 grand, 20 grand, 50 grand, not more than that. I obviously don't believe that Flipkart is going to spend 50 grand on a bag. So for that, Tanya is running. Doesn't she have all that? I think 150 bodyguard, and she's paying 10,000 as the salary. She's paying 15 lakhs a month for the bodyguards. So for a 10,000 rupees bag, she's running or whatever. She doesn't wear denim at all. So I do not understand. If she's so rich, then why is she behaving like this? Or maybe she has forgotten that she was rich because that's where it shows. Because I'm being very honest, guys. Tanya is faking it to making it. Because if she has 150 bodyguards, she will have 400 helpers. And think, if she has going to be have 150 bodyguards and does all her work by people, when will she have time to spend with her mother? I think Salman Bhai also doesn't have 150 bodyguards after he's got, a threat of being shot by some terror or gang or something. But still, I don't think he has 150 bodyguards. So Tanya is faking to making it. Till the time she does that, she will grow. Otherwise, I think it is not her place to be because Tanya is Tanya. And I think that's the review for today, guys. So great timing by Aves, great timing by Shehbaz, great timing by Praneeth by keeping quiet because he did not do much. So I think Vakil has to go home. I think Praneeth, Nagma, Natalia are the ones who can leave the house soon or the later. Yeah, I think these are the people who can leave the house, and then we'll decide about the rest. So, guys, I think that's the review for today. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you do not like my review, please hit the dislike button. Please do something or the other. Please leave some comments so that I know that am I doing the right review according to you guys or not. At least I want to know what is the point of you guys. I do this review only for all the audience that watch Big Boss later in the day, and for them because it's an Hindi show, they speak English more naturally. So I think certain words I don't understand is why I do that Hindi English wala review for them. So good night to guys who are watched my review. Good morning and good evening to people who watch it later. Please share love, and I just want to say thank you. I just do review for people across the globe who watch Big Boss, and this is for them only. Thank you guys for your time. Have a wonderful day tomorrow, and see you tomorrow as well. Thank you.